Yeah, see? No more talking about licenses. And at this point, everyone definitely has access to their cavalry attacks, although Rise obviously doesn't because she doesn't fight. I just like the way these two are just able to genuinely hang out now. She seems a lot more relaxed now. Although this is not gonna make her any more relaxed. Since Rise is not actually present, it doesn't matter what you say for these dialogue choices. Yeah, tell me about it. This is actually kind of relevant to what we do throughout this entire adventure. I mean, don't rely on that too much, because when entertainers are like that, things generally don't end well. Yeah, he was kind of trying to use us as a proxy. It doesn't actually matter which one you say there. Things seem to be a little bit more complicated than you might think. Yeah, see, that's the thing. She did still have a positive impact on people, even throughout all of that. And she does have genuine talent. Sometimes it's really hard to... When you just get so much negative fan attention, it's sometimes very hard to appreciate the positive ones you get. Oh yeah, that break's gone on for quite a while too, so everyone must be thinking it's something very serious. Yeah, we kind of heard that. That's another aspect of the Lover's Arcana, the consequences of your choices. Making choices that have huge repercussions like that. This is the best choice here, but unfortunately it requires maxed understanding. The fallback option is either A or B. And we actually have to say this. Don't really know how serious she was being about this. In fact, I'm not even sure if the tofu shop is really what she wants anymore. Are you really fine, though? It's one thing that I really like about Rise. She genuinely loves helping others. It's always been a passion of hers, both as part of the group and when she was in show business. And yeah, this is another interesting option that we'll see when we're next in the dungeon. I think it's kind of an upgrade on her weakness scan ability that she got earlier.
I'll see you later, Senpai.
And once again, homework. Oh, okay. Well, let's not completely skim read like Adachi taught you to do. For some reason I just got reminded of the forest area in Nier Automata. And the robot kingdom in there. And for this we have to say no for maximum points, which is canon according to the anime. Where actually one of Yu Narukami's biggest fears is being alone. And, yes, disembodied voice, I know about the homework, we're gonna do it eventually, but we're still putting it off. I completely forgot about this. I was just looking through the social links menu off camera, and then I noticed this description? Rank 6, Rise has proposed to you. So today, despite being summer, it's, pretty heavily rainy, so we're gonna go for Mega Beef Bowl again. And, well, we're going to want the same stats as last time, because they're the only stats we haven't maxed. Okay, there we go. So there are actually two ways to calculate the chances of that. There's 4 stats, and I need any of them but courage. So for the first one, it's 3 out of 4. Then for the second one, because one stat's already been picked, it's 2 out of 3, and then it's 1 out of 2. Multiplying those together gets you 25%, which is exactly the same as if you calculate all the combinations and find which combinations don't include courage, and that's also a 1 in 4 chance. Anyway, more homework. Well, that's kind of fun. Well, not flan anymore. Well, Rise might not be good at it, but this is the perfect day for Kanji to come and help. I mean, the teachers might get a little suspicious at that, but oh well. I think we already had relationship will become closer soon with all 3 of them, but seeing those points with Kanji and Rise actually reminds me of something, which is, it's kind of insane that I, have never even known this existed, and a lot of people don't, because most people follow, well, not most people follow, I don't know, a lot of people follow max social link guides for this game. So, the working at Junes thing that gives points with Yosuke and Chie and gives you a lot of money.
Hello, it's Rise.
it's actually a reward for doing well on your exams. If you do badly on your exams, you instead get a week of summer school with Miss Kashiwagi. Yeah, we dodged a real bullet there. So her alluding to that earlier wasn't just for flavor, it's really something that can happen. So this is actually kind of weird. In order to get our most recent order from Tanaka, you have to check the TV and say yes to watching it. Otherwise, we'd actually miss out on this, or at least we wouldn't have access to it for quite a while. It's kind of strange that they do this, but it's probably because after we go through this day, it's going to be the end of summer vacation, and that's a lot of forced cutscenes, so you wouldn't have another chance to collect your items from the TV for quite a while. Anyway, so you're actually selling the rarest one ever, huh? Well, how come I have several of them already? Hell Magatama and Arc Magatama, so 150 wind and fire damage. Those are actually an alright idea. And they're cheaper too. I'm actually going to go ahead and get that. As you saw with how I finished off Shadow Mitsuo, these items can be surprisingly useful in a pinch. Sometimes you need 150 guaranteed damage, and it's always the same amount of damage regardless of resistance, unless they actually null, absorb, or repel it. From what I can tell, they also can't miss either. Oh, yours available for a bike ride today. If you don't care about social links, I would recommend going for that, as I've probably said earlier. And despite rejecting her call earlier, we're still going to see Rise today. Yeah, I wasn't kidding earlier when I said that we'd be spending a lot of time with her. Her social link has, since the last dungeon, gone up from 1 to now 7. And rank 7's actually a pretty important one for her from a gameplay standpoint. Oh, okay then. Unfortunately, you don't get a costume out of this, since this is still from the original game and costumes were only a thing in Golden. And this rank is also interesting for other reasons. I think this is our first mention of Kanami. I wonder if they're exploiting her as much as they were you. You can actually say any of these things here. Yeah, I suppose that helps. Feel bad for her, though. And she has her own idol name, too. Yeah, that's exactly the kind of image they tend to sell. I guess you'd sum that up as moe. Which is, I think, a trend that Hayao Miyazaki inadvertently started with a character from one of his films, and he hates it. And you have no idea how true that is. Yeah, so Kanami is kind of a classic case of Ascended Extra. She was only mentioned in P4, but she was kind of a major focus character of Dancing All Night, and it turns out that, yep, she is absolutely nothing like her idol persona. And I mentioned this before, but Persona 4 Dancing All Night, if you thought Rise's Dungeon was a brutal attack on Japan's idol industry, Dancing All Night is even further in that regard. I mean, I should probably mention the fact that all of the members of Kanami's group all have stage names that are based on meat.
I'm sorry, Senpai.
I mean, it is kind of natural that you feel a bit upset that someone else is
Oh, big bro!
getting a lot of fame.
Yeah!
This is a really, really great moment, I just find. This is just the thing that Rise has been waiting to hear someone say all along.
Yay!
This is also one of the reasons why I ship you and Rise, by the way. It's just, she's quite good with Nanako as well. And there's also a bit in Persona Q for their wedding scene where Rise says that he'd be a good father someday because of how good he is with Nanako. It's just great. So this just says, will aid you in various ways. By various ways, it means things like curing status ailments, giving you full party buffs, or giving your entire party power charge and mind charge at the same time. The only reason why I don't think that Rise is the most busted navigator in the whole series is because Futaba somehow managed to be even better. And here we have a bit of an interesting dialogue choice. This option here requires heroic rank courage. Do I have that? I think I do. Oh, obviously I do. I'm maxed. Yeah, that's always hard. That's pretty much what everyone in this group went through. Kanji was also like that. No one really had anything they could talk about with others like this.
I'll see you later, Senpai.
And meanwhile, back to homework. Just as an Australian, I'm quite proud that Platypi managed to get into a major Japanese game like this. Although pretty much everyone in the world likes the platypus because it's just such a weird thing. It's an egg-laying mammal that's one of the last remaining non-extinct members of a particular order, and it is also poisonous and swims, has a duck bill. It's really strange. And yes, it is actually the male that has the poison claws. Well, spurs, technically. They're apparently strong enough to cause pain in humans, but I don't think they can actually kill anyone. They also used to be hunted for their fur, but I don't think that's legal anymore. You would probably need to kill a lot of them to make anything out of that fur, so that's probably why. And so remember when I said we were going to leave our homework until the last minute? So yeah, you are forced to do your summer homework now if you haven't already done it before. But at least it's a required significant boost in knowledge. And expert study methods counts for it. Still not max though. I think just like P3, knowledge requires a lot of points to max out. Yeah, we got it all done in one day. I really hate school holiday homework, though. I don't think it should be allowed. Wait a second, how exactly do you write a picture diary? Don't you draw a picture diary? Or, you know, I guess you can draw the pictures and then write stuff about those pictures. Hopefully it's not Big Bro and Dad had a fight, because that happens kind of a lot here. So obviously it wasn't because we had Mega Beef Bowl, so yeah, it stopped raining by then. For some reason, this is another one of those lines that I saw a lot out of context in walkthroughs, and it just always stuck with me, just the line, it stopped raining by then. I don't know why, but for some reason, just that line out of context just sounds... I don't know, it just sounds kind of interesting to me. It's just like how a certain game named a song, It's Raining Somewhere. It's just something about rain and using the term rain in sentences that just makes things sound profound for no apparent reason. It's hard to explain. And there's your prerequisites on Nanako Heart Explosion for the day. And so ends the saga of Nanako's homework.
Festival is today? You know, I don't have any plans.
Well, I mean, I'm just gonna say this.
Geez, Senpai, you're a natural-born playboy sometimes.
Considering his fandom reputation, yeah.
But I bet we'll run into the others at the festival. Yosuke Senpai would never pass up something like this.
You always end up going with everyone.
It kinda sucks, but maybe we should get together with everyone this time. Well, I'll see you tonight, Senpai. Big Bro, are you there? I'm gonna play at Mana-chan's house. I'll buy some trash bags on the way back. Dad said we'll be going to the fireworks show once he comes home. It's at night, so I have to go with Dad, but he said he'll try and come home for it. I'll go with Dad, so we'll see you there.
Ooh, the crowd's pretty thin here.
The riverbanks were packed. Surprised you found a quiet spot like this.
This is reminding me of, yeah, the place where I live has actually got a few decent vantage points to watch New Year's Eve fireworks, so yeah, it can get pretty crowded, and finding a spot is sometimes hard.
Oh no, I knew about it. I pass by the mountainside a lot. Customers ask me about it too. I wonder if Nanako-chan will make it. I called and told her where we'd be before I left.
Hey, where's Teddy?
Not only was he hitting on girls non-stop, he accidentally put the moves on Hanako and she dragged him away. He ducked into his bear skin right away and acted like a bear, but he still got dragged off without a word.
Well, I guess you'd call that karma.
Whoa! Can we just leave him like that?
Yeah, considering what she did to the bike, though, yeah, maybe that is a, too horrible a fate for even Teddy to endure.
Sure we can. His karma caught up to him.
Aren't you being a little cold to Teddy today, Yosuke-senpai?
This isn't Persona Q, after all.
When I think back to what he did this morning, no, I really don't. Truth be told, I wish I could send 2 or 3 more Hanakos at him.
That's a scary thought.
Dude, that would kill him. What happened anyway?
I don't even want to remember it. He dug up some private stuff from my room and brought it to the Hanamura family breakfast. He was all like, "Yosuke, what's this magazine about?" Can you imagine the humiliation I went through because of him?
And that's why you don't hide things under the futon.
It's your fault for having that stuff.
It's not like I ever thought anyone would wave it around in front of my parents.
Is this really what you want to be talking about with girls around?
I just noticed Yukiko seemed to be the only one who didn't sweat drop there, so either she's okay with that, or she's just oblivious to what Yosuke actually meant.
Huh? Is he not talking about his secret savings?
Oh, that's why.
Secret savings for a guy. Right. Let's just leave him be.
Teddy?
What a tragedy! My lovely fur is completely ruined!
I am very tempted to bring back the Teddy own count now.
That's... okay, that's worse than I was expecting. Anyway, people are going to stare at you like that. Hurry and take it off.
But I'm like a newborn child inside. Just like your magazine from this morning, Yosuke.
Quit reopening this morning's wounds!
There they are! Big Bro!
Hey, Nanako-chan! Looks like Dojima-san made it in time.
Yeah, Dad came home early. Yep.
And that's worth justice points.
Sorry if I made you nervous. I didn't quite finish my paperwork, but I figured Adachi could handle the rest.
Hey there, little lady. Wanna launch some fireworks of love with me?
Teddy, again, please stop.
How do you do that?
Well, first, you take Teddy and then you punch him in the face extremely hard.
Well?
Cut it out, Teddy! Do you want Dojima-san to haul you in?
Things are heating up down there.
Does that mean it'll be starting soon?
Really?
That's awesome.
Pretty.
Wow! Ted Fire!
No, don't listen to him.
Stop messing with her, Teddy.
Sometimes you're unbearable.
Was that supposed to be a joke?
Oh, looks like this one's a doozy.
You're right!
Beautiful! Ted Fire!
Now's a good time to mention that in the anime, it's revealed that Old Man Daidara is responsible for the summer fireworks.
That concludes our program for the Summer Fireworks Festival. Thank you for coming, and all of us here in Inaba hope to see you again next year as well.
Man, that was amazing! Totally worth coming out here for.
Because you got to stuff your face, right?
So what? You were all munching on snacks too.
An extra large steak bowl doesn't qualify as a snack.
Did you have fun, Nanako-chan?
I'm sleepy.
I'm not surprised. It's about time for you to be home in bed.
I know that the New Year's Eve fireworks where I live have like a separate children's fireworks at 9 p.m.
I'll take Nanako back. Make sure you guys don't stay out too late, huh?
Bye-bye, Nana-chan.
Bye-bye.
The fireworks were great, but I don't know, it just feels like summer's just about over.
Why'd you have to bring that up? I'm all right with that. When I'm working, I have to wear fall clothes during the summer so I don't get a sense of the seasons changing. But this year, I went to the beach and saw some fireworks. I even got to wear a yukata out to the summer festival.
The festival, huh? Well, thanks to a certain someone, I don't have anything but bitter memories of that.
Really?
That someone is you.
Well, I had fun.
Oh yeah, you were good at that candy cutting. Wait, that's not what I meant. I was expecting something more bittersweet and stuff. Right? Wait a sec. What does that mean? What are you comparing it to?
So choosing this option is kind of interesting.
Did you go with someone else the next day?
What's wrong, Rise-chan? You seem fidgety.
Your face seems awfully red, too.
Does it?
Dude, seriously?
Yes, as you can tell, those lines do change depending on who you went to the festival with, if anyone at all. Actually not sure what happens if you go with Ayane or Yumi, because they're not present here.
Yosuke, you really do only think about girls, huh?
Like you're any different.
That is true.
Oh yeah, should we have asked that kid to come with us today?
What kid are you talking about?
Well...
Oh, him. Yeah, I guess so. When you think about it, we were working on the same case in a way.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, we might not ever see him again.
How do you feel about that, Kanji?
I'd hate to leave it with him like that. I said some harsh things.
You know, I remember him saying something that sounded pretty sad.
Then again, I doubt he's the type who'd accept, even if we had invited him out to see the fireworks.
Yeah, true. I feel like, yeah, he wouldn't exactly react to that well. He didn't seem to like us very much the last time we saw him.
I wonder if he's not here anymore. He seemed to be busy, so maybe he's already working on another case in some faraway town.
Huh.
Sorry, I didn't mean to be a downer. There's no point in wondering what might have been.
He was a pretty good-looking guy, too. He might have been a roadblock in, other ways.
Yosuke, you really do only think about girls, huh?
Shut up! You don't have to say it twice!
It's moments like that that I feel are one of the strengths of this game. When they're not doing those stupid comedy scenes where everyone's being derailed into being jerks, this game really does give a good sense of what it's like to be part of a group of friends in high school. It does very much feel like a slice of life first and a murder mystery second.
Oh, you finally came down.
And that's not necessarily a bad thing when you think about it that way.
I got a call from Dad. He said someone gave him a watermelon. It's too big for us to eat, so he said you should call your friends over. Do you think Teddy and your other friends can come?
Watermelon? Oh, definitely. I haven't had any yet this year. I'm gonna call up the others, so you better not smack it open before we get there.
And so we finally get to see the scene that was actually right after the summer festival in the anime.
Dad got a watermelon from someone, so he said we should call everyone.
As I mentioned before, this is a really big deal since they're really expensive in Japan.
Man, a watermelon. Because of all the stuff that's gone down this summer, I completely missed out. So, where is it? The fridge?
Gee, Kanji, they invited us over. At least show some manners.
We gotta smack it open first.
Huh? Are we seriously gonna do that? We can't eat it if it gets all crushed.
I'm now picturing her Galactic punting the watermelon.
But doesn't it sound like fun?
I want to do it too.
I'll swing at it with everything I've got. The splattering fruit juice, bursts of joy, one night of love. The bitter sweetness of those days is the essence of youth.
That makes no sense at all.
I like, again, to mention the anime, I like how they handled it, where he says something about, like, the dwindling of youth, and then Nanako just blurts out, "Your youth is dwindling!"
And dude, will you cut out those commercial lines of yours?
That's the essence of youth.
I'm home. Whoa, that's a lot of shoes. How many people are here?
Welcome home. Let's split the watermelon open.
Say what? Ah, well, you see... Come on, Nanako. Don't pout. Everyone came here to hang out, right? I'm really sorry. It never occurred to me you'd want to do that.
Although pretty much everyone in Japan wants to smash watermelons, so you really should have thought that through. You're supposed to be a detective.
Hey, Nanako-chan, let's do it again sometime. Next time, we'll do it right, at the beach.
Seconded.
Whoa, does that mean we get another chance to see you in bathing suits?
Yosuke, be careful what you say, there are children present.
Oh, but there probably aren't enough days left. We'll have to do it next year.
Next year? Will you play with me next year too?
And speaking of bittersweet...
Of course we will.
You betcha!
You betcha.
Did you hear that, Nanako?
Yep. Thank you.
Thanks for everything today. It's been a while since I last saw Nanako in high spirits like that. The case is finally solved. Now for all the...
paperwork, I'm guessing.
never mind. Save it for some other time. You know, you really made some great friends.